Behind me is everyone's favorite third worlder, Sneako, and today we are going to be talking about some of the insanely pathetic drama he has found himself in, because he has found himself doing one of the most cringe things you could do on the internet, wearing a suit like Hassan Piker. That is not the whole drama. He actually did something far more pathetic than that, but he is now wearing suits like his daddy, Hassan Piker. So we're going to be getting into all of the lore behind this situation by diving into Westjett's video on it, and see exactly what it is that Sneako has done. I heard that he called Westjett out. I heard that he wants to debate Asmongold very badly, but I don't exactly know the details. So let's go ahead and dive in and find out what it is that he has done. If you enjoyed the content, please don't forget to subscribe. Let's go ahead.
Say, good goy slop. Good little goy. Make your stupid YouTube video. Oh, yeah.
I'm making my video right now, but I'm not a goy.
Do that forever. You're a good little goy for them. Good slave. Nice slop.
No, I actually triggered this dude so hard, he looked like he was about to cry, but more on that later. I got so bad at my video, he tried to look me up and see what I look like.
Does he show his face, ever? This Muslim jihad, what is global jihad? They're just using these phrases. What is that?
Bro doesn't know what global jihad is, but claims to be a Muslim. It literally means struggle, and it's something that Islam believes they have to do for Allah. I don't understand how he can claim to be part of Islam and not even know what the word jihad means. If he's got to be act like playing dumb for this, right? We all know that it's kind of synonymous though with terrorism.
What is that? You see what Loomer's saying too?
Bro put his cursor on my chud face and didn't say anything. I clowned this fool so hard he started showing his viewer demographics.
Let's see, watch time, 677,319 hours, 12.2 million views. I mean, that's not terrible. That's actually more than I expected. I guess he'd be making pretty decent money with that. But I'm going to be honest, you know, most of these people watching are either going to be from third world nations or they're just hate watching.
Top country, the United States.
Sure, buddy.
So what the hell even happened? Why is Sneako of all people
It says United States, but I don't buy it.
crashing out on me? Well, a couple weeks back I made a video sort of clouded on him for yelling Allahu Akbar in the street.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Actually, if it is the United States, this just proves that the United States has an immigrant problem. We have a illegal immigrant issue, and we Trump, you need to do something here, man. You're not fulfilling your campaign promise. You're getting Sneako too many viewers.
We're not the same. We're not in the same conversation.
Oh, by the way, I figured I should add, when he yelled Allahu Akbar, that wasn't the issue. The issue was after that, where he literally yelled a phrase that was calling for the death of all Jews globally.
I don't need to know you.
Whoa, pipe down. I think you got a cortisol spike.
You ever been banned from a country? You ever been banned from Australia? You ever had secret police following you around?
All the time. In fact, I'm fairly certain that they're in front of my house right now giving me Havana syndrome, trying to get me to give up the information on the secret Krabby Patty formula.
Have you?
Why would they follow the CIA? I'm literally an asset, Sneako. I'm coming after you.
Have you ever had people with connections to the Trump administration tweeting, calling the FBI? You ever had to look around
Dude, yeah, Elon Musk just tweeted about me the other day. He called me gay.
your apartment for bugs?
I doubt they're in your apartment, but they might be in your skin, dude. Pakistan had a power outage this morning. The whole country lost access to the internet. Sneako is now at 29 viewers.
And look who he uses as a source. Yeah, well done.
A source for what? This is a joke, dude. Look at the chat. I would side with Netanyahu.
But is it, though? Is it a joke, though? I don't know, man. How many people want to watch somebody that would let his girlfriend do it with another guy right in front of him? I don't know, man. Is it really a joke?
He said he would deport Sneako. True. Amen to that one.
Bro, that image is fucking hilarious. Could you imagine that Sneako actually goes to the door and sees that? What do you think he does? Do you think he just goes and finds the jihad vest, puts it on, and just goes out there and yells, Allahu Akbar?
They talk about me more than they talk about Israel. They talk about me more than they talk about their country being occupied. Me more than the trillionaires giving hundreds of thousands of H-1B visas. They talk about me.
Oh, friendly.
Wait. What do you care about them giving H-1B visas? I thought that you were, like, all for the other countries bringing their people here. I thought you liked, these other countries more than us. Wasn't that, like, your entire thing just the other day when you went overseas to wherever? I don't even remember what country you went to. It was some it was a Saudi Arabia or something. He was trying to get over to some area where there was a mass attack on Jews where they were like genocided in history, and he wanted to go there. And then he had a conversation with the cab driver or Uber or whatever that was driving him over there, where it turns out that the cab driver supported the Houthis, and so does Sneako. I don't understand, bro. You can't be supporting the Houthis and then turn around and call yourself like, America first and be a conservative. It's one or the other, dude. Pick your side. You can't have it both ways.
Fired, dude. You are an H1B visa.
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
People are speculating that Sneako's fallen off, that he's just botting his views because his chat is dead.
Are you guys what are you talking about? I bought my views. Do I need to show my KPP right now? You know what? Like, this is starting to...
I was calling him out for his YouTube viewers, and for some reason he wanted to show me his kick stats. Like, okay, dude, that's not what I said.
The kick viewers probably are botted, let's be real. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I don't have proof of that. Maybe not. Maybe they're legit. I don't know. But just because they're real people doesn't mean they aren't from Pakistan.
How to do it. Don't get baited from this. You're right. I won't.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
I'm not botting. This is clarified by the Kick CEO.
Sure, buddy.
Kick is also a gambling blood money website to stream on anyway, so I'm pretty sure that's haram. Not that this dude knows anything about Islam or following its rules.
Astaghfirullah!
Yeah, one of my favorite scenes is Sneako orders pork ribs on stream, eats the pork rib, then doesn't somehow know that it's the pork ribs that he ordered. But the whole chat notices that it's pork. So he takes a bite and he's chewing it. Then he's like, reads chat, realizes that everybody knows he's eating pork, spits it out, and was like, oh god, I almost ate pork. Like, the most beautiful thing ever. Like, dude, I may be Jewish, but I am the worst Jew in the world. I would gladly eat those pork ribs. Don't waste food, Sneako.
I forgot!
If you're tuning in to Sneako in big 2026, I got news for you. And then I swear to God, he started...
You know, the thing is, too, like, these anonymous people hide forever because they're afraid of showing their own face.
Yeah, he actually cooked me. I have no recovery here.
You have never stood up against injustice. You have no idea what it's like.
Hey, take that back. I was the one complaining about Clove's pronouns back in the day. That is...
Richest man in the world from Africa, trillionaire, calling to deport me from my own...
Actually, ex-trillionaire, thank you very much. I don't believe he is currently a trillionaire. You can correct me if I'm wrong, because this man's wealth is always fluctuating. But last I checked, former trillionaire Sneako, get his pronouns correct.
Country. What do you know about this? Have you ever been banned from Australia? I've been banned from Australia. You ever been banned off every platform? I've been banned off every platform.
Bro went from beefing Moist Critical to beefing Westjett. The fall off is incredible.
Bruh, what I would give to see the Moist Critical versus Sneako fist fight. I hope Critical whoops his ass.
Maybe he can put me on his list. This dude's genuinely schizophrenic. Like, he believes people are out
in a video game, in Minecraft.
After him with, like, cameras, and the CIA and Mossad are, like, tracking his every move. You're really not that important, dude. Your vast audience is Pakistani teenagers and kids from Bangladesh. It is impossible to achieve any amount of aura if your eyes keep darting over to seek the approval of chat every half second.
That's why I haven't done a single live video, because I don't need chat to tell me what to think. I need me to tell me what to think. But I love it when kick streamers have gotten, like, not even just kick streamers, just streamers in general who, like, record their VODs and upload the clips of stream, like, as full-on videos. I love it when they use chat as a script. Now, genuinely, it can be funny, it can be good, whatever, but it just, like, kind of screams that, oh, I've done this for so long, I'm so burnt out, I'm out of jokes, I'm out of things to say. Let me just see what chat has to say so I can harness the power of the other people's brains that are currently on my screen, which, in all honesty, it's a good method if you, like, genuinely just don't want to use your brain. And I could get it if you do this daily, why you'd get burnt out. But I also am so just, like, one of those types of people that feels like I need to do everything, to the point where it's like I just wouldn't accept chat's help on the video. I would just say whatever's coming to my brain, regardless of how stupid it might be.
Kafir.
Bro couldn't even pronounce it right.
Kafir.
Kafir.
Like,
It's kafir. Kafir. Like the kafir.
Genuinely getting embarrassing for this dude, because he kept recreating the video and still kept looking at the chat, that even people like Tectone started clouding his ass.
To even allow the kafar to even speak to us. Oh, chat, did I do good? Was that funny?
Deed, kafir. Silence. Is this a
If you don't know what that means, kafir, or if you don't know what that means, it means anybody, the kafar or whatever, is if you are not a member of Islam. It is essentially derogatory. Basically, how people say that when Jews are referring to non-Jews, they call them goyim or goy. That's essentially the Islam equivalent to goyim. I have never called anybody a goyim except for Sneako.
kafir?
And all of Pakistan erupted in cheer. Sneako then tried to expose DMs with Tectone and ended up getting ratioed big time. Lol, you cropped out the whole DM because I clowned your brown ass. Sit down. They were apparently supposed to debate the age of consent, which is...
Yo, real talk, if you ever want to do the age of consent debate, myself and others would love to. I'm getting married in a couple of days and be back early August. Think about it. All good if not. Sneako responds, "You're Asmongold's minion. I don't waste my time with side characters." And Tecto says, "Holy aura, shit, maybe I should become Muslim. Let chat know what you said to me. Maybe you'll get a W spam. That'd be so epic." Yeah, spam W's in the chat, guys, for Sneako because he called Tectone a minion. He totally won this debate without having to have it by having these text messages and completely dodging the debate. I feel genuinely like Sneako would, if he had the opportunity, run from the Asmongold debate. Or maybe not. Maybe he like actually thinks he could win that debate. But I find it really funny that he calls out all these other people for debates, but somebody like Tectone, he'll avoid it because it's not enough clout for him to hop on the screen and just, get mogged.
Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
You have never stood up against injustice. You have no idea what it's like. You don't. Cope. See.
I'm sorry. When I requested for troops, I didn't want wall breakers or goblins. Guess this makes me a bad guy.
Wait, I just realized Tectone was mentioned and we did not get Tectone in jail or any mention of Genshin Impact baddies. Is maybe Westjett's losing his touch?
What do you know about standing up for the truth? What do you know about tyranny? What do you know about oppression?
This guy got banned from Australia, dude. That's a blessing in disguise. That place sucks.
Bro, he really is trying to be Hassan. Hassan gets banned for the UK. Sneako gets banned from Australia. Dude, this guy really just wants to be Hassan.
Sneako was banned from Australia to protect the community from foreign individuals traveling to the country to spread hatred, citing his promotion of anti-Semitism, racism, and misogyny.
You will never be in this position. You're afraid. You're a coward. So stay over there and enjoy your spot. But criticizing me, attacking me, these people are destroying your country and destroying your world. What did I do? I said, God is great, and my eyes were too wide for you? This is what you're bothered by?
Go to an airport through the
I'm so confused. These people are destroying your country, destroying your world. Do you want these people behind you to be in the country or not, Sneako? Make up your damn mind.
TSA and start yelling this. Everyone knows he's yelling this aggressively for attention. And most of my real-life Muslim friends dislike this character because he's doing more harm to their reputation than, anything good. It's basically just stirring the pot for attention, trying to anger as many people as possible. Also, this is stolen valor. Hassan Piker did it first.
Oh, you want to see a Houthi musical? Sure.
He even started wearing suits like Hassan did recently, and now
That's what I said in the intro. That is what I said in the intro, and Hassan stole that from Nick Fuentes. So, I mean, they're all just copying each other. Not that this is anything new among content creators, but it seems that the extreme must copy the extreme no matter the side of which the extreme may lie.
now he's replying to him on Twitter. Legends of LARP. Fellas, I'm about to expose myself. Before Sneako did the Muslim grift, I sent him this message, and I know,
Keep doing what you're doing. Don't get banned, though. Free speech is dying. Westjett. Why?
embarrassing. You live, you learn, guys. My hands are in the air.
Where are you gonna deport me? I'm born here. He's putting the sad music as if I'm crying. I'm literally saying, you can't deport me. Elon, you want to deport me?
I kind of feel bad for him. He genuinely looks upset.
Cowards, bro. Cowards. Whoa, Sneako, victim much? You don't know what it's... You have never said anything to resist the tyranny. You've never put your face out there.
I feel like he's a little too pressed, you know what I mean? Like, this dude needs to chill out. Like, the stuff is clearly getting to him. He's going out bad. He's having his friends put on AI filters to pretend that he's debating Asmongold. And
Doesn't even look like Asmongold, by the way.
then he went to the Mecca, a holy place of prayer, and he's like the only dude with his phone.
Are we just gonna skip over the Asmongold debate? Are we not going to talk about the AI Asmongold debate more? That seems like something we should have talked about a little bit more here, Westjett. I mean, let's be honest. That's kind of pathetic, dude. Like, dude's making a fake AI Asmongold to have a debate with because Asmongold, the real life version, refuses to debate him. How much more pathetic could you possibly get? I cannot imagine somebody needing clout that badly to where they're willing to create a fake AI impersonation of somebody to debate the AI or his friend as that person or whatever. Like, bro, I mean, I'm pretty sure that if Sneako could have gotten the AI to properly control the filter instead of his friend, he probably would have just gotten the AI to do it, but he got his friend to do it, and obviously his friend is just going to capitulate to everything that Sneako has to say here because, you know, they're friends. But the amount of, like, weird, cringy stalker vibes that has are next level.
Now, performative.
Something really homoerotic about asking your friend to repeatedly wear a mask of various people you hate and lose a debate to you on purpose. Wait, what is this?
Telling you, Sneako's going
Oh shit, we are covering it. I'm wrong, I take it back.
out bad. Asmongold is just face palming.
I mean, it's just, it's so embarrassing to see something like that.
Well, I have never view-botted and I never will.
Stop the cap.
I remember when you looked at my channel a while back and bugged out too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like every single streamer on Kick and Twitch has view-botted. I'm fairly positive that that's pretty much a thing among like 98% of streamers at minimum.
Sneako just ended his career. Fraud, idiot, help, guilty, idiot. Best of luck to you, man.
What happened to love speech, man?
Had enough of these people, bro. Our tax dollars are going to those bombs.
Sorry, Buster. I'm Canadian. We sent $22 million to Africa for beans for women for empowerment. Checkmate.
Say that I'm a grifter, that I'm chasing clout. When in fact, like, these are the people that are openly chasing clout the most, because if they were actually against the system, they wouldn't side with this trillionaire who's directly responsible for the largest wealth gap in the history of this country by far.
Bro, he's one guy. There's a bunch of people with hundreds of billions of dollars that aren't Elon Musk. I mean, yeah, he is absurdly wealthy as a single individual, far wealthier than the next richest man, but I don't think you, like, comprehend the amount of money this is. They have so much money that they quite literally could never spend it all in their entire lifetime. Like, they could probably have like 100 lifetimes and not be able to spend all that money. I think Jeff Bezos is like super mega set. He's created a massive empire that's just gonna feed his family for generations. And that wealth gap is massive amongst all of them. Signaling out Elon Musk because you don't like him as the only guy causing this wealth gap just seems a little bit biased, I guess. Maybe that's not even the right term. It just seems like you're really trying to find reasons to hate the guy. And I'm going to be honest with you, Sneako, there's a lot more reasons to hate you.
Wants to be Hassan Piker so bad.
This is again why these people are not on the side. They don't even, they're so brainwashed, they don't see how they're siding with the people that are destroying this country. And that the people that are really America first are me. Well, you sound like a libtard. That's kind of woke. So now being base is saying, yeah, trillionaires, let's go give them all the power.
Bruh, Sneako, if you had the chance to trade bank accounts with Elon Musk, you would do that in a heartbeat and hold on to all the money. Don't ask like you're quite like some kind of, you know, virtuous guy who would just give out all the money to the common people. You would sit on that shit and be greedier than he is.
Dude, just take some advice from Smosh and shut up. Shut up! I'm sorry, guys, but Sneako's a joke, and the joke isn't even funny. Nobody's laughing. He's like a washed-up Andrew Tate, but instead of specking for charisma, he's specced for whining.
Victim maxing.
Funny thing is, since 2022, his audience of children and mentally challenged adults, I mean myself.
Do people still care about Andrew Tate, by the way? Is that still, like, somebody that people legitimately give a crap about? Wasn't he, like, just arrested with his brother in Miami for child trafficking or something, or, like, just sex trafficking? I'm not sure. I'm fairly certain he was arrested in Miami, though, and he's going to be, like, going to prison for a while. So being compared to Andrew Tate definitely is not a compliment.
By the way, have all grown up, and everyone realizes this dude's just a laughingstock. His LARP has gone intercontinental. He can't even end the sentence without saying mashallah or inshallah or something.
He needs to...
Chala. Head chala. Okay, I'm not gonna sing that because I don't want to get a copyright strike, but you know what? That is what I think of every single time I hear that phrase.
know that it's Israel. It's Israel.
Classic Darvo tactics. He pisses people off.
Look at this. Look at the shaitan. They're mad that I'm saying inshallah and mashallah. God willing. God bless. God is good.
Maybe I'm wrong, which is very possible, but it does sound hella performative from a dude who doesn't even speak Arabic. Yes or no? Is Sneako LARPing?
Yes.
Hit him with the copyright. Just let them talk, bro. That's all they have. That's all they have, bro. Had enough of these people.
How are you gonna copyright him? It's fair use and he knows it. Does it, like, if Westjett, he has money, even though he pretends to be unemployed, if Westjett took this to court, he's just gonna be able to destroy you. Like, there's nothing here. He's just, like, commentating clips of you. There's no copyright strike to be had. He knows that. So he's not gonna try that. It's gonna be a losing lawsuit if Westjett decides to push it. Sneako doesn't want to play that game.
And again, sincere apology to all my Muslim viewers who have to deal with Sneako. Fortunately, we ran out of time for this video.
Bro, says an apology, then ends the video at 9/11 and has an Islam, or a guy who's clearly a member of Islam, I guess, throw a bomb at the screen. Ultimate double backhanded apology. Now, there is one more video that I wanted to watch with you guys before we end off. It's a more Pegasus video. And apparently it's talking about this. So this is what we're doing. We're going to be watching this video to try to get an apolitical, unbiased perspective from someone else. I don't have any political skin in this game, if I'm being honest with you. All I have in this, like, I have my my backhanded commentary on everybody because that's just what I do. I just really love to talk shit on people. But if we're gonna be honest here, I'm not giving my political opinions either way. I let more Pegasus dictate my politics because I'm just one of those types of very easily influenced people. And Nuxtaku, I'm just kidding.
Welcome back to a series so upside down, even Australia subscribed. In today's video, the final boss of grifters, Sneako, has completely lost his mind after desperately challenging everyone to debates on the age of consent. He has now crashed out at fellow sloptuber Westjett, who made fun of him.
I don't know enough on the debates on the age of consent thing with him. Are we talking like he's debating for the age of consent to be lowered? Because I heard that this guy is okay with, like, lowering the age of consent. If that's the case, I think that we have somebody that nobody should be talking to ever.
He gets so triggered, he tries to find his face reveal to make fun of him. He's flexing being banned from the country of Australia for being a radical extremist and racist. What a moron. He's actually trying to be like Hassan.
Guys, I'm just going to bring it up because I saw it. The Lord Farquaad is right video. What are your thoughts on that video? Let me know in the comments. Did you guys watch it? What do you think? Is Lord Farquaad correct? Personally, I was pretty convinced. I don't know. But let me know what you guys think.
Wearing a bunch of suits and constantly bringing up politics. After challenging Asmongold to a debate, he got rejected, so he got his friend to do a face swap of Asmon and debated him instead.
You know what I don't get is you can very clearly tell this isn't Asmongold, even with the AI face filter. It vaguely looks like him, but for the most part, it just looks like some other guy because Asmongold does not have short hair or a nice surrounding background. Like, this doesn't look anything like Asmon. I get it's supposed to be, but it just doesn't look like it at all. It's just not convincing. If he wanted to do this, he should have at least went a little harder and put, like, Asmongold's background of his dirty ass room with a green screen. Like, at least put in some effort, Sneako.
What a weirdo. Asmon has responded absolutely humiliating him. Hassan is now threatening to sue CNN after they brought up Colorgate and him apparently shocking his dog. Imagine discovery. Hassan is now claiming that he is the American dream and success story. Delusional.
How can I be okay?
The Hassan versus Destiny beef continues, with Destiny calling him a cancer and setting up a debate potentially worth $5 million for charity. Hassan responds calling out Destiny for his weird comments about 15-year-old.
Can I just be honest here about Destiny and just say he is kind of insane? Like, he has said some insane stuff. Is it worse than, like, Hassan and Sneako? I don't really know. I mean, they're all kind of on... Like, Hassan has said some worse things, but all of them are kind of on a similar level. I don't know. Actually, could you say that what Hassan has said is worse when Destiny has quite literally just called for the death of half of America at one point? I don't know. I mean, Hassan has said some insane stuff, but you're comparing crazy to crazy, so I don't know if there's really much to compare.
Battle of the Regods. Subscribe, or you gotta watch from the cuck chair like Sneako. He's loving it. No.
Already subscribed. Can't do it again. But you know what? At least I'm not sitting in the Sneako chair.
Let's begin. Right, so apparently Sneako has completely lost his mind. He's crashing out at Asmongold and fellow Sloptuber Westjett. Now, you might remember him as the man who got absolutely dumpstered by Charlie. He basically tried to threaten his life with a gun over internet drama, and Charlie actually responded pulling out an even bigger gun.
Watch my clips. You want me to watch your clips? Watch my clips.
These are mags, the same way that this is also a mag.
He's also the guy who said his favorite movie is Cuties, and that's basically...
He did say that, yes. His favorite movie is Cuties. That is honestly... That should have been enough to end his career right there. The fact that he didn't have his career ended off of that just shows that his audience really is in the third world. But also, I just want to point out that it would have been awfully hilarious with Charlie living in Florida if instead of just pulling out an AR, he actually pulled out like a 50 BMG and just was like, yeah, these are mags, and this is the biggest round of ammunition you could legally own without getting special permits and licenses that say that you can own like an Uzi or a tank or something like insane. Like, this is quite literally just the biggest thing that you can get. And each of these rounds is like $250. And if you show up here, I'll be hiding in the bushes like Rambo in First Blood, and you're just not even gonna see it coming.
Basically a movie where, in my opinion, underage girls are being exploited, and it is very disgusting. He's also recently been going around challenging everybody to a debate on the age of consent, and will literally argue with you about child marriage.
Do you think it's okay for anyone in their 20s, an adult, to marry a 15 or 16-year-old?
Okay, I'm gonna give Sneako one prop here when it comes to this debate with Critical. And that was Critical saying that it's okay for kids to go on hormone blockers, because I think that's insane. Why would you put a kid on something that will permanently destroy their bodies for life when they aren't even old enough to make the decision of what it is they want to eat for dinner? Like, you could ask them and they'll tell you, I want to eat ice cream and candy bars for dinner. This is what we're talking about. We're at this level of child. Now, obviously, there's some grown adults that would probably also do that, but it's not a responsible choice, is what I'm trying to say. It's a very irresponsible thing to do. These kids don't even, like, have the ability to cognitively make a decision. You can't go and just be like, yeah, I'm making a decision as the parent to do something that will permanently alter these kids' lives that they might hate by the time they're adults and want to just, end it all because of it. But also, Sneako, what he says in this clip, because I know this clip, I've seen it, is just deranged. I'll let him say it before I comment more.
A 21-year-old, if there was a marriage where the father consented and the daughter consented, and it was both good on both families and they wanted to do it, why am I going to get involved?
Bro,
because she's underage, dude. That's the point. She's underage and she's not old enough to make that decision. Her parents should not be making that decision. Both of you are faulting on the argument of parents making decisions for the children, but like at the same time, the parents are deranged. So you're making terrible choices. I'm sure there will be some angry people who tell me I'm wrong in the comments, and I don't really care if you do, because I think you're immoral for doing that to your children. That is child abuse in my opinion. But at the same time, they're both literally faulting themselves for the same reason on different arguments that might as well be the same thing.
Legitimately needs to be on a watch list at this point. So anyways, Westjett responded to him crashing out. We'll check out a few parts here. He gets really triggered and he tries to find his face to make fun of him.
Make your stupid YouTube video. Oh, yeah. Do that forever. You're a good little boy for them.
Hey, he's getting paid to do that forever. So I think telling him do that forever is probably not what you think it is. I mean, that's just saying, yeah, make millions for the rest of your life. Go for it, Westjett.
Good. Nice. Slop.
No, I actually triggered this dude so hard, he looked like he was about to cry, but more...
Can I just ask, like, what the derangement against slop tubers is? I mean, if you're making entertaining content, it's entertaining. You're just calling it slop because you don't like that it's about you.
More on that later.
What is that? You see what Loomer's saying too?
Bro put his cursor on my chud face and didn't say anything. What the hell even happened? Why is Sneako of all people crashing out on me? Well, a couple weeks back I made a video sort of clouded on him.
We're not the same. We're not in the same conversation. I don't need to know you.
Whoa, pipe down. I think you got a cortisol spike.
You ever been banned from a country? You ever been banned from Australia? You ever had secret police following you around?
All right, we're going to skip this because we just watched this. So let's skip over however long this goes on for. Did I go too far?
Found your apartment for
The government being this delusional.
In your apartment, but they might be in your skin, dude.
Dude,
Okay, there
can
we
you
go.
imagine being this delusional? This guy actually thinks that he's so important that the government would put bugs in his house. Because he's that much of a revolutionary, guys. He's
The government put the roaches in his house. That's why there's roaches in his kitchen.
revolutionizing the age of consent. Truly impressive stuff from
I don't know that for a fact, by the way. That's just a joke. Don't take it seriously. Don't sue me for saying you have roaches, Sneako.
Sneako here. Dude, the fact that people genuinely used to be a fan of Sneako, like he genuinely used to make like somewhat creative videos like way back in the day. And this fall off might legitimately be worse than iDubbbz. And I thought that that guy was like hands down the worst fall off in history, but Sneako is legitimately competing for that spot.
I don't know. That's a pretty apt comparison, Pegasus. I would say that they're probably pretty close. I don't know which is worse here. I mean, they're both pretty bad. One decided to become a British dragon, and the other one is arguing that the age of consent should be lower. You know, actually, I would say, yeah, you're right. Sneako had a harder fall off than iDubbbz. That's almost definitive, actually. Also,
only Sneako would be stupid enough to flex actually being banned from Australia. Buddy, that's not a flex. It means you're a radical freak who is spouting nonsense and is extremely racist. So much so that they literally did not want to deal with you because you actually just are a net negative to society. And I've said this before, but Sneako is basically Hassan 2.0, but instead of being on the far left, he's on the far right. And they somehow...
Is he, though? Is he really, though? Because a lot of what Sneako says doesn't sound like right-wing talking points to me. It sounds like far-left talking points, but he's mixing them around. I heard that Sneako took some kind of political test that said he was far-left, and then he was, like, super upset about it. So, I don't know. It sounds, to me, far-left, but let me know what you guys think. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I think if you're on the extreme on either side, you're pretty much losing the argument at that point, because you have to completely throw away your inhibitions of common sense to end up that far either way. Like, if you're over there saying Israel controls everything, like, I guess that could be either side, actually. They both think that now. But, I mean, like, if you're, like, so far out on either side of the political spectrum to where you're coming up with theories about Netanyahu spying on you in your own home, or you're coming up with theories that Israel is mounting defamation campaigns at you and it's not the fact that you said you support the Houthis, I think that at that point, you've probably lost the plot when it comes to trying to use common sense to figure things out. Because you would have to be trying so hard to justify the insane things that you say that you have looked for a singular scapegoat. In this case, pretty much everybody just points to Israel, but whatever it could be. I could sit here and say the Illuminati, and it could be literally anything. You could replace Israel with anything. You could say Illuminati, you could say DuPont, the Rockefellers, you could say Elon Musk, you could literally point to a multitude of different things and replace Israel with those things that could potentially be globally controlled powers, and that would still result in the same thing. It's just Alex Jones levels of conspiracy theory.
Agree on stuff. Hassan got banned from the UK, Sneako from Australia. Honestly, Sneako should just apply for a visa in every country and just see how many bans he can stack up, considering he actually thinks that it's a flex, right? And I gotta say, trying to find Westjett's face is so fucking pathetic. This is the man trying to argue with facts and logic when he's literally instantly trying to go to personal insults. So then he randomly brings up Israel and politics. I mean, what did I say? Basically a wannabe Hassan.
This is quite literally what I just said. Just blame something like Israel for all of your problems and don't acknowledge the piece of wood that's currently sitting in your own eye. Why do that when you could blame everything else for your mistakes?
Talk about me more than they talk about Israel. They talk about me more than they talk about their country being occupied. Me more than the trillionaires giving hundreds of thousands of H-1B visas. They talk about me.
Yeah, we saw this already. We saw this already. We're just going to skip it because we already saw all this, guys. I'm not going to make you sit through this twice, but I will say that if I have a failure that happens to me, I am not going to blame an outside force. If I say something stupid or I fail at something or people are mad at me, I'm not going to be the type to just sit there and blame some random act of God. I will at least have the courage to acknowledge and say, yeah, I messed up. Let me see if I could correct this. And the reason for that is because I'm not so like narcissistic to think that I could never do anything wrong. I know I do things wrong all the time. I say things wrong. I post things that people don't like sometimes. Whatever. I will completely acknowledge that I make mistakes. But people like Sneako, Hassan, and all these other people, they refuse to admit when they've made a mistake. They refuse to acknowledge that maybe what they said was stupid and goes against the multitude of people that with a brain, with common sense, would automatically just think, man, that's a really messed up, dumb thing to say. Why would you say that you support Houthis attacking random ships? Why would you say that you support Hezbollah massacring Christians in Syria? Why would you say that you support the idea of Hamas, treating its own citizens in the way as I'm not going to get too deep into that, but if you want to do some research into what Hamas has done to its own people in Gaza, then you can. But supporting all these different terrorist groups, for example, and Sneako being no better, supporting all of the same sort of thing. I mean, the guy is very clearly just as bad. So if you cannot understand why the average person would be upset with you if you were to say this, then you are in an echo chamber and you need to do some self-reflection to figure out why people are upset. Also, don't shock your dog, Hassan.
What I don't understand is that Sneako is the modern day Galileo, right? He was simply ahead of his time. The absolute genius here. You see, modern society is too backwards, right? Here's the second option. The reason you're being banned is you did something wrong, right? Who would have thought? You're not this edgy genius contrarian. He's literally like that edgy 14-year-old that never grew up. I mean, the start of his grift was like that red pill stuff where he was licking Andrew Tate's balls, goggling the sack as usual. And I don't know what happened to that. I guess he literally just switches to something new every couple of months.
The whole reason Sneako converted to Islam was to glaze Andrew Tate. That is the only reason, is because he wanted to be him. He wanted to be a skinwalker.
I guess Tate started calling him gay or something.
A few years ago, there was a streamer, I think everybody knows who I'm talking about, who was obsessed with me. I just said, no, I'm not gonna fuck you, bro. Get out of here.
And I just...
Dude, really? Holy crap. Okay, well, I mean, I guess that Sneako is a little more than a skinwalker. He actually wanted the pee-pee.
Don't know how he has like this hard-ass persona when he admits to watching his girlfriend get railed by other men and basically being a cock.
And so I saw her, I've seen her fuck other men, and it's just like, that was...
Seen it?
Yeah, I saw it like, literally right...
I can't be no
okay, yeah, I do. I love it, yeah, I love her.
And you allowed the love of your life to get fucked by another man.
We went on two different occasions. The first time,
crazy.
The first time, as soon as I saw it, like...
Bruh, in this clip, this dude that's asking the questions is just so uncomfortable. He's like, dude, should I just get up and walk away at this point?
3 pumps in, I just got up and walked out. I'm just like...
He's like, never mind, Sneako's doing it for me.
I can't do that.
Right, so then he starts calling everybody a coward because I guess we didn't want to get banned from countries and we didn't advocate child marriage, I suppose. And he also tries to copy Hassan's suits.
What do you know about standing up for the truth? What do you know about tyranny? What do you know about oppression?
Sneako was banned from Australia to protect the community from foreign individuals traveling to the country to spread hatred, citing his promotion of anti-Semitism, racism, and misogyny.
We already saw this. Let's skip forward. We don't need to rewatch another clip. Sorry, I don't want to make you guys sit through the same thing twice, as I said earlier, so let's just skip over this.
Hassan and Sneako actually get along on so many topics. I mean, I guess they were best buddies.
They do. That's what I was talking about earlier. Hassan and Sneako get along on like every other topic. So I don't understand why they act like they're both despising each other when both of them preach kind of the same thing. I feel like they'd be friends behind closed doors.
Ever since they appeared on Iranian TV together. And I swear to God, forcing your citizens to watch Sneako and Hassan, that's gotta be like several violations of the Geneva Convention. Stage 99 torture. Imagine listening to these two colossal regards.
Your boy was on Iranian news.
I have never seen...
No, they put me with Sneako. No, I didn't realize. No, turn it off. Turn that shit off.
And legit at this point, like, if you're into the far right or the far left, you need to legitimately step off the internet and start touching grass. These people are solely here for the...
Yeah, but that's what I was saying earlier. Like, you could be slightly one way or the other, or even like moderately one way or the other. But the second you go into the realms of the extreme of either side, they both make a circle and just come back around and become the same exact thing. Fascism and communism are not that far off in terms of how they act towards the countries they control. So when you reach those extremes, you're essentially just the same thing with a different label.
Their own benefit. They're completely in their echo chambers, complete hypocrites by every metric. I don't even know if he gets viewers anymore. The fact that I still see his clips is genuinely embarrassing. I mean, he might have one of those like paid clipping campaigns, you know, Mizkif style, where you just hire people to like clip you.
Oh, by the way, Mizkif video coming soon. No, I'm late, but I made the thumbnail and I plan to talk about the situation. There will be a Mizkif video upcoming.
All the time, because organically, nobody really gives a shit about you. People responded, Westjett rage bait is this deep. You could have even shit the floor in response and that would have been a successful interaction. No way bro just said, have you ever been banned from a country like it's an achievement? Yeah, that just shows where his mindset is. He just has like this contrarian mindset where, oh, if everybody's thinking this thing, it must be wrong. And I am like the sole genius who is so far ahead of his time. I'm literally Albert Einstein here with an IQ of 5 billion. It's like, buddy, you're just not Galileo talking about heliocentrism. You're Sneako talking about the age of consent.
Can I just ask why you would be so proud you got banned from an entire country? I would be so embarrassed if that happened to me. If I had this, like, country of Australia, which I wouldn't want to go to anyway because they have some very scary things there, but that's besides the point. If I had an entire country say, oh, you can't come here, you're banned, I would start questioning maybe what I said was genuinely bad. Unless, of course, the country was Iran, then I wouldn't care. But in the case of, like, for example, Australia, I'd probably care. Even though I never planned to go there, I'd probably care. I'd be worried I'd get bit by, like, whatever, like a, what is that one super deadly snake they have? Not the black mamba, that's Africa. They have, like, quite literally, like, the first or second most deadly snake there, and I can't remember the name. If somebody remembers what the name of it is, let me know in the comments, because I just cannot remember. All I know, I don't want to get bit by that thing.
What the fuck? Like, what? This is the sign of degradation of society, bro. We've gone from actual scholars to fucking Sneako being talked about. Sneako's still upset that he can't change the age of consent. Yo, shut up, bro. Have you debated Sneako? He will totally own you. He will own you with the arguments. He will apply Socratic thinking. He will use the scientific method to completely destroy you.
Yeah, Sneako about to go Super Saiyan on you and let you know that he is literally eating the brain fruit and that he has all of the knowledge that you could possibly need to win the debate on why he should be able to diddle kitties. He has consulted with P. Diddy and Jeffrey Epstein's ghost. He's done a Ouija board session. He has talked to them both, and he has come to the conclusion that with the three heads put together, that they can come up with a valid argument on why he should be able to marry little kids. That is what Sneako has done. And now he is just out here trying to use his newfound powers to essentially push the agenda and debate anybody that he can for clout to get the idea out there that Epstein's Island was actually okay and that Sneako has every right to be mad he wasn't invited.
If he's not watching Cuties, he's beefing with everyone and everything. I imagine that's like Sneako's nightly ritual, right? Instead of Netflix and chill, I mean, I guess it is on Netflix, right? So he'll call a girl over and then he will watch Cuties and chill. But except she will also be banging some other dude because he loves watching, obviously. Poor guys.
Could you imagine that, though? Sneako does have a girl come over and actually turns on Cuties on Netflix or whatever. I don't even think it's still on there now. But like, imagine he actually did bring a girl over, turns on Cuties. Could you imagine if you were the girl in that situation, just how awkward that would be? I would be, if I was like the girl in that situation, I would immediately like just make some excuse, leave, and never talk to this creep again, and maybe call the police.
Probably missing Tate in prison. He should join him, to be honest. Anyway, so basically for a while now, Sneako has been desperately trying to challenge Asmongold to a debate, because he obviously wants his much larger platform, kind of like Hassan as well, has been desperately begging for it. you know, trying to type in his chat and shit like that. And Asmon just basically refuses to do that. So Sneako did the very logical thing. He decided to take things into his own hands. He got his weirdo friend to put a face filter of Asmongold on him and then debate like this version of Asmon. This might be the most pathetic thing you will ever see.
Yeah, it really is. This is actually one of the most pathetic things that I have ever seen in my entire life. I have seen a lot of pathetic things, but being this desperate for a debate with somebody so you could get some clout that you actually use a face filter on your friend and forcibly make them lose the debate is some of the most unhinged lunacy that I have seen in a very long time.
Asmongold cracks up at Sneako pretending to debate him while his friend rocks an AI Asmongold face swap.
Something really homoerotic about asking your friend to repeatedly wear a mask of various people you hate and lose a debate to you on purpose. Wait, what is this?
Pants check. Nigga was thinking about my pants. Oh, Asmongold picked up. Hold on, let me, Asmongold, 1 second. I need to fix my camera. Give me 1 second. Actually, little surprise. There we go. There we go. My favorite, Asmongold. How you doing, bro?
Hey, Sneako. I'm doing good. I'm doing just fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, alhamdulillah. So you are finally not too coward to debate? I mean, you react to my stuff every day. I didn't think you were actually going to agree to this conversation.
Yeah, well, you've been saying a lot of things recently.
Sneako, I think it's time you debate somebody your own size. How about I debate you? I will totally debate you. Hands down, mano a mano, fist to cuff to fist to cuff. I will go on a video call with you and debate you in about 20 years time because I don't talk to kid diddlers. But I will 100% debate you. I am like Batman. Just give me 20 years prep time to come up with a lot of Jeffrey Epstein related jokes, okay?
I think we need to start bringing the Crusades in, and you've been using a...
By the way, that was an insult because I am a new channel and I have like a very small following right now. So by saying that Sneako needs to debate somebody his own size, I'm just basically saying all of his viewers are bots.
A lot of rhetoric.
This is so gay, dude. This is actually gay. Oh my god. Wow. What am I watching? So what you're watching is Sneako having a pretend debate with me, with his friend that put my face, an AI version of my face, on his face, and Sneako is pretending to win an argument against me by doing that.
Bruh, if I get this channel big enough to where Asmongold finds out I exist, I'm gonna challenge him to a debate on why he should clean his whole house or just sell it and buy a new one. If you want to see that happen, subscribe.
That's what you're watching. Yes.
Bro, this is genuinely a new fucking low. I have never seen anyone do this ever. I've been on the internet for 8 years, and I've still never come across somebody this colossally pathetic. Sneako somehow dug to the bottom. He found rock bottom, and he kept going. He dug deeper. He's found a new area of the universe here. So let me get this straight. This man could not get a collab with Asmongold, so he decided to AI face swap it. Fucking tragic. And not to mention, this is so creepy. This is so weird. Doing like a pretend debate and talking about these like political issues, trying to guess what Asmon would say about it or whatever. I mean, I'm surprised you didn't choose your favorite topic, the age of consent, right? Considering you're just so educated on that.
Wait, what topic did he choose then? I don't actually know what topic he chose. I don't think that was discussed. I thought this was about the age of consent. Are we talking about something else now? Is this about jihad or something? Could someone explain if you know exactly what it is that Sneako fake debated? It's got to be something that's like an easy win for Sneako, because if it was anything that has any real counter talking points, Sneako would never have done this, and obviously he wouldn't be able to win even a fake debate on it, because 2 seconds of a Google search could show that he's wrong.
So then he pretends that Asmon lost the debate and like fumbled his words.
So what I think we need to talk it out finally. You know, I haven't talked to you for the last like 3 months that we've been going back and forth on.
Bro, the words are not even matching the mouth movements on the AI face cam thing. This is freaking pathetic.
Clips, but I think it's time.
Okay, so why do you talk to an
The face glitch. The face glitch is priceless.
audience of millions, but you don't read or know anything?
Sneako, I have read many leather-bound books and my apartment smells of rich mahogany. 20 years from now, Sneako, debate me. I will have read so many more books. I will be so prepped for you. It will be like that Batman versus Superman fight where I just shoot you with kryptonite, where I don't do it. I get Robin to do it with Asmongold, who'll be up in the rafters just waiting for you to get you to inhale the kryptonite dust. And then I will beat you in this debate, and I might have a heart attack by the end of it, but you know what? At the end of it all, you'll know that I'm the one who beat you on the age of consent.
Are you gonna respond, or are you okay?
Are we live right now?
Yeah, we were having the debate.
I thought we were gonna pre-record the debate. Cut that part out.
No, I can't do that. I'm not gonna
cut that part out.
What do you mean pre-record the debates? Since when does Asmongold pre-record like anything? It's all just clips from his live streams. What do you mean?
This is, to be fair, is kind of funny.
It's not funny. It's cringe.
Cut that part out. Cut that part out.
No, this is not a clavicular Israeli propaganda tour. We don't pre-record. It's live.
By the way, I was planning to react to a video on clavicular soon as well that I saw from another channel, and it looked quite interesting, and I made a thumbnail for it, and then I saw that apparently the video itself was having issues staying up because it mentioned like crypto gambling or something. So we are waiting to make sure that the video is okay to react to, because I don't really want to get a strike on my channel for violating terms of service by showing anything in somebody else's video that could get me in trouble. But it was very much framed to be an interesting topic, and I find clavicular to be quite, how you say, pathetic. So I wanted to react to that. So for all of my look maxers out there, get ready, because we're going to be maxing our looks and reacting to clavicular, maybe.
Oh my god. It's just projecting so hard it's insane. The face just glitched. Well, yeah, because it's not me. I don't... It's so funny, me Sneako Ensemble starts wearing a suit for the first time in their lives after Fuentes got famous. It's funny, man. Girls like to host tea parties with their...
Guys, I gotta tell you the truth. I'm wearing a suit right now. You can't see it, obviously, because I'm a VTuber, but I'm wearing a suit. And I am very professional. I have absolutely no reason to be wearing a suit. I'm just sitting in my own house, and I'm talking to a webcam, but I'm still wearing my suit. Do you see how stupid that sounds? I'm not actually wearing a suit, first of all. Second of all, that's literally what Sneako and Hassan, and that's literally what they're doing. They're sitting in their own house, wearing a suit for nobody, literally dressed up like they're going to the gala for nobody, and talking to a chat that, or a webcam, basically, in front of a chat that just doesn't care. Nobody is taking them more seriously because they're wearing a suit in their own house for no reason at all.
That's about what it is, right, guys? Holy shit. Yeah, wait, that wasn't you? As far as I know, it wasn't me. No, unless I don't know, I've been busy these last 2 days. Maybe I did it and I forgot about it.
Asmongold, he's getting old. He's getting a little bit of brain fog going on. He's sleepwalking and doing interviews and debates now and not remembering it. I imagine that was definitely Asmongold, and that wasn't one of Sneako's friends. That was for sure Asmongold having that debate with Sneako. I'm willing to put at least $1 on it. If you think I'm wrong, then you know what? I'll bet you absolutely no money, because I am wrong. But in reality, yeah, no, that's definitely Asmongold there talking to Sneako. I could tell because he has his face.
So why on earth is he even worried about? I don't even know, but I mean, it's just it's so embarrassing to see something like that.
Dude, I thought that Mizkif was pathetic, you know, with him buying advertisements.
Yeah, Mizkif is a little pathetic. I guess we're about to have a little bit of a pre-showing of what's to come in my Mizkif video when that comes up. Mizkif was out there buying views, so that's the reason I wanted to make the video about him. I made a fire thumbnail for that one. But Mizkif quite literally was paying people to watch his content. Couldn't be me, bro. I literally could not imagine paying people to watch my stuff. You're supposed to make money off the YouTube videos, not spend it on it.
On Asmongold's channel, paying people $10 to watch his dog shit videos.
That could be a lot of money too. Like, could you imagine what that would add up to? Like, bro really must have racks if he is spending that kind of money just to promote a video to clear his PR.
But we've somehow found someone worse. Not even the gods could have predicted this level of pathetic. And honestly, like, Sneako's stupidity is otherworldly. Congratulations, man. You've found a new way to humiliate yourself. And I gotta point out that this is like weirdly violating as well, because imagine he did this with a girl. I guess it just looks, you know, goofy and weird because it's Asmongold. But if he did this to a girl, that would be like crossing some boundaries, right? So how is it okay to do it with him? What a weird, creepy little loser. People responded, this is freaking weird. Does Sneako really think that this is entertaining? His definition of entertainment is spamming the fa soundboard, which is something him and Hassan just love doing. Sneako has entered his prime lolcow years. Honestly, decent shot at the Hall of Fame. This was so pathetic, it crossed back over to hilarious to me. Even in a fake debate, you can see the bad faith acting and the reason why Asmon doesn't want to debate him. The things these right-toed regards consider gay, and it's like Asmon in like a Catboy suit. Dude, you realize Sneako's on the right too, right? He's living in his own fantasy now. This is very disturbing. This is mental illness. I'm not kidding. Why is Asmon being so uptight? Sneako is trolling. You need to lighten up. I mean, you can call it trolling or whatever, but it is genuinely just fucking creepy to use like AI face swaps or whatever.
Yeah, this is the most pathetic form of trolling. This is about the equivalent of Johnny Somali making a deepfake of that girl. This is not trolling. This is just degenerate and kind of creepy.
Anyways, a clip is going viral of this like random guy just roasting the shit out of Sneako. Every human being's reaction to meeting Sneako.
Dude, I imagine this old man is about to say some very unhinged shit. Oh, okay, let's lock in, boys and girls. This is gonna be good. I love it when old dudes just give a piece of their mind to the youngins.
Not a whole lot. Why?
You don't like Trump?
Not too much, no.
Oh, okay. Your room's kind of messy. You got a lot of stuff in there.
It's not messy and there's not a lot of stuff. You're wrong. You need to get your vision checked.
I can see pretty well.
Probably while you're at it, you gotta get your fucking brain checked for psychological disease or something. It's a fucking cardboard box. Why are you excited over a cardboard box?
This is pretty funny, but I'm not gonna lie, that is a lot of clutter. It kind of is. I mean, I'll give Sneako this one. He's a little bit correct here. That is quite a bit of clutter. I mean, yeah, it's many cardboard boxes.
You want to fuck it or something, you stupid shit?
Dude, this guy's straight up trolling him right now. Just look at this old man's face. He's not even serious. He's just messing with him. He knows it's a mess. He just doesn't like Sneako. Somehow this old man knows who he is, I bet. And he's just messing with this guy.
You dumbass. Get lost, ass.
Bro just instantly sensed that Sneako is a piece of shit. What an absolute legend. What Sneako?
Nah, that was the face of somebody who knew who Sneako was. This man uses Twitter.
Sneako's eyes, every time he needs a comeback, he looks at chat instead of thinking. It seems he's outsourcing his brain to the audience, and they're not sending anything valuable back. Sneako needs to take a month-long holiday from the internet.
Guys, let me know if you guys would like some live streams. I can't promise that I'll use your chats in a video. Maybe we'll use some VODs at some point to upload as videos and when we react to content or go over situations, whatever. But I can't promise you I'm going to actually use anything chat says as my own content because I don't really like ghostwriters like that. I like to come up with my own stuff. But if on the off chance you guys are interested in a live stream, let me know. We might dual stream probably between YouTube and Kick, or maybe we'll just do YouTube. I'm not really sure yet. YouTube's a little sketchy with live streams because of copyright and stuff like that, so we might have to go over to Kick or something like that. I'm definitely not doing Twitch, so don't ask. But YouTube, Kick, whichever option to you seems better. We'll probably end up just doing YouTube, but we'll see. We'll work it out. Just let me know what you guys think, and if you'd be interested in watching some live streams where we just get together and have a good old grand old time.
A month is way too short. Maybe like 10 years. Anyways, out of nowhere, Tectone actually messaged him to do a debate. Yo, real talk, if you ever want to do the age of consent debate, myself and others would love to. You're Asmongold's minion. I don't waste my time with side characters. So the first time he's actually challenged to a debate, he runs away.
I'm gonna be honest though, it's kind of crazy that Sneako really believes he's the main character. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Outing yourself as a pussy who won't even debate Tectone is not the flex you think it is. Your whole career is being a side character of anyone who has clout. Yeah, it's crazy coming from the guy who's just like licking on Tate's nuts, right? Right, so Hassan is now claiming that he's going to sue CNN for saying that he shocked his dog, I guess. Hassan threatens to sue Jonah Goldberg for saying that Piker abuses his dog on CNN. I'ma sue you.
Overthrowing the establishment. The juxtaposition between Carville and Piker is very interesting to me. Carville's a guy who's won, I don't know, hundreds of political campaigns in America over 30 years, 40 years. Hassan Piker is an influencer who abuses his dog on camera. And he's very popular with a certain fringe bunch of people out there, but he doesn't care if the Democratic Party succeeds.
No lies detected here. Everything this man said was accurate. CNN being based for once.
He wins if the Democratic Party loses, and he wins if Democratic Socialists win. His interests are not aligned with winning in purple states, in swing states, and the
nasty.
like. And that's
now
the
they're
problem
doing
with the DSA,
defamation.
and a lot of DSA leaders admit as much.
Yeah, I think that what you're seeing here
That's
is
crazy.
that voters want.
This is something that most mainstream media has not touched because they know it's defamation. It's actually kind of wild that they're in such a panic.
This is not defamation. There is actual evidence of everything that this man said out there on the internet in clips. Hassan will never sue this guy. I would love to see him try.
State that they're now moving on to like Fox shit that Fox News won't even do. Like Fox News won't even cover that. Fox News won't even say that because they know it's defamation. That is unbelievable that CNN is now entertaining defamation when Fox News wouldn't even touch that.
Is that a majority of Americans wouldn't vote for a Democratic Socialist for president. So what also not great. But
That's
Democrats
wild.
At the end of the day pick
They must
someone
be
who
fucking.
could ultimately win.
They must be
and I do think
scared,
that the way
dude.
the Democratic.
Oh my god, please do it. Can you imagine the cinema? So he sues CNN. I mean, I would love to see Hassan prove in court that he did not shock his dog. I'm sure that him changing the story 50 times is not going to affect the case at all. I'm sure his friend QT Cinderella literally going to his house and confirming that he had a shock collar and that the prongs were cut off potentially after is not going to totally destroy his case or be used as spoliation of evidence, right?
Could you imagine this nonsense actually getting in front of a judge and they have to watch the video of Hassan shocking his dog? I feel like any judge with common sense would look at that and be like, dude, we could clearly see what you did in this video.
Right? I'm sure she will not be called to testify under oath.
What I have to say, I'm in his house. I looked at the collar. The collar is taped off where I think there would be prongs.
Also, not to mention the nonstop evidence of the manufacturer confirming that it was a shock collar. I mean,
lying is OP.
I mean, I would love to see this because the way this case is going to play out is they are going to subpoena all of his text messages with his friends potentially talking about the collar as well. In fact, they will go further and subpoena his Amazon purchases to see that if he actually ever bought a shock collar. And you know what else? They will call on his dog trainer, who he admitted is his dog trainer and is known to use shock collars, as they have literally admitted to on camera.
What does he get trained to do? Everything. Shock on, strong collar, shock collar.
He'll get training to like basically be off collar.
Yeah, guys, he's totally going to sue and clear his name in court, obviously. I mean, please, for the love of God, put your money where your mouth is. It would be hilarious to see this guy embarrass himself in court. People responded the second he finds the balls and actually follows through on one of the claims, like 20 people are going to return fire. He defames people like it's a way of life. This would go nowhere. There's too much evidence that he abuses his dog. Whether you think the shock collar training is abuse or not, using a shock collar to keep your dog in place for like 5 straight hours is abuse. Not to mention is...
Yeah, just leaving your dog sitting in one spot for that long, and it's probably more like 8 to 12 hours because Hassan streams for a very long time, but making your dog just sit there without moving in one spot 100% is animal abuse. There's no doubt about it. That is why everybody rags on him, because everybody knows what he did was abuse.
The old dog that is caught on camera abusing, yanking the tail of. All bark, no shock. I really want to see Hassan do it. Jokes on Hassan, the first MSM channel to cover Dogtober 7 was Fox. Saw it on the Greg Gutfield show. So basically everybody like unanimously agrees, right? Yeah, so people are bringing up his old dog Fish where he's on camera pulling their tail and then
Bro, no, none of these multi-billion-dollar mainstream news networks are scared of Hassan Piker. Do it, Hassan. I would love to see you fight those legal teams because I do not believe you're going to win at all. If you take on those legal teams, you are going to find out real quick just how much more money those mainstream companies have than you do.
they're also like bleeding and stuff. Oh, brother, Mr. Eric, we all missed you. The ultimate Hassan Glazer. Yeah, because it's proven beyond any doubt that he didn't do that. Like Fox News even has shown it's a vibrating collar, and it's just a simple communication method for large dogs. Yeah, he's talking about the picture they took it outside Hassan's house, and it was a red color. We literally saw that it was a fucking black one. So they literally changed it, and Hassan is like, it's completely debunked. Which also shows that he was completely lying, because he wouldn't go with that narrative, right? He's just trying to obscure it as much as humanly possible.
Yeah, I'm just amazed that this entire comment is full of complete lies. Do you think that the account that does this, because this Mr. Eric guy does this constantly, do you, like, every time a Hassan post is made, he's on that like a fly on shit, and he is leaving the most ridiculous, debunkable comment possible? Do you guys think that it's possible that he is aware that he's lying about all of this stuff? Or do you think that he's just that brainwashed into the cult? Which one do you guys think it is?
People really need to educate themselves on the needs of larger dogs. It's so tiring, dude. Yeah, honestly, it's pretty intense cardio to be sucking on Hassan schlong 24/7, to be honest. Fox News has shown it's a vibrating collar.
He's got to fight Dan Clancy for that position.
No, they showed a new color after he got caught using the black remote. What's tiring is your sweeping, gaslighting, and deflection. Unhinged. Yeah, of course. No response to that, obviously. You point out the facts and then no response. Daily reminder, it took a Hassan fan 8 whole fucking months to actually admit that it was a shock collar. Isn't this Regard the same guy who complains about Ethan Klein suing people? Will he sue the Burnt Peanut too? Oh yeah, I mean, you got a long list of people to sue if you're mad about the dog shocking thing.
Again, Burnt Peanut would drag that out. Do you know how much money that guy has to have? I guarantee you, Burnt Peanut mogs Hassan in terms of net worth and how much liquid capital the dude's got. He is just way too massive. I've seen his viewer stats versus like Hassan. The Burnt Peanut is insanely big. He would completely just annihilate Hassan. Or at the very least, he would drag it out so far that Hassan would probably just drop it out of purely not wanting to spend any more money on this dumb case. Because first of all, there's no way he wins. But even if he doesn't immediately lose, it's going to be drug out. And Burnt Peanut is going to have more money than Hassan does to spend into this. Hassan might be rich, but if you're making the comparison, Elon Musk would be a comparable character to the Burnt Peanut in terms of the streaming sphere. Let's just say if we were to make another comparison for Hassan, if he was, say, maybe the, I don't know, Bill Gates of, you know, streaming financially, which he's not, but just saying theoretically, that's how big the wealth gap is between the two of them. Who's going to run out of money first? The Elon Musk or the Bill Gates? I would assume Bill Gates, because he's got like a tenth of Elon's net worth or some crap.
Maybe you shouldn't have turned into Zeus, man.
Please! Hassan, stop! Stop, Hassan!
And that was, just to be clear, just a rhetorical comparison. Obviously, neither of those two people I mentioned are involved. I'm just trying to compare, like, wealth versus wealth in this case. That's all.
Hassan! No, please! It's a serious caller!
Right, so Hassan is back with level 99 rage bait. He's now claiming that he is the American dream. Hassan on why he should be a success story for the American dream in the eyes of people who oppose him. I'm the poster boy for American excellence. Oh, brother. So a subscriber commented this: the fact that you were able to achieve upward mobility is a sign of the failure of the system they want. And he responded,
the fact that you were able to achieve upward mobility is a sign of failure of the system they want. Yeah.
Let's just say theoretically, Hassan wasn't a Nepo baby and was telling the truth and actually did come from nothing, which he didn't. His parents were very wealthy. He's been handed everything on a silver platter. His uncle is the owner of the Young Turks. He literally made his career for him. His daddy had him riding around on horses, dressed up like a pampered rich kid as a child. Like, this guy literally thought $60K a year in college was broke. This guy he has this weird idea of what poor is. He doesn't actually understand it. But I just want to say, look, even if Hassan was telling the truth, right, and he actually did come from nothing, wouldn't this just go against literally everything that Hassan has to say about why he hates America, about the wealth gap and the impossibleness for the normal person to make it? If Hassan really came from nothing, then he would be a prime example of the normal guy making it in capitalism. It completely goes against everything Hassan is saying he stands for, but he's using it as an argument because he has nothing else.
No, that's not even the case. I am literally the poster boy for American excellence. I am the straight up poster boy for the American dream, okay? Come from a relatively well-off immigrant family background, okay? Their finances are in tatters by the time I get to college, but it doesn't matter because I basically win the fucking lottery, right? I'm a business owner, you know, I'm a jobs provider, all of this stuff, right?
He loves to use this whole like argument that his family's finances were in tatters back when he was in college with no evidence to back it up. And we know that his mother was like a landlord and that his dad is like a very important person in Turkey. I have a very hard time believing that his mega rich father was financially in tatters when he was in college. I do not believe it at all.
Stimulating the American economy in very meaningful ways. I've made it.
Yeah, your dad just magically lost all of his money by the time you went to college. I totally believe you, Hassan. I don't.
I've made it. I'm unbelievably assimilated. So technically, I am everything that these guys are supposed to point to as a success story. But the problem is, I also understand that while I made it, and I'm immensely fortunate, that doesn't mean other people also have an easy go at it. That's the difference. If you make it and you recognize that this is not an opportunity given to everyone else, that it is a lie, that meritocracy is a fucking lie, people lose their goddamn minds. Okay? They lose their fucking minds. Thank you.
I'm going to tell you guys the truth about something that you might find shocking. Okay? Every idea in the world has probably been done before. If you want to be able to make it, you need to go out, figure out what's already worked, and find a way to make it your own. That is the way to make it in life. And then you have to bust your ass to make that thing work. You need to put in the time and the effort. Find a way. If you don't have time, you need to find the time. You need to sit down, put your nose to the grindstone, and you're probably going to suck at it at first, but you need to keep going. Because if you keep going, you will gain experience. And gaining experience is the only way you're ever going to get good and succeed at anything. I have yet to make it myself, but I've seen quite a lot of fruits of the labor that I've put in start to make, unfold and become something here. Obviously, this is my second time doing I've been doing YouTube now for like 8 years. I have a lot of experience when it comes to actually doing this. I had a semi-successful channel already. So what I'm doing now is not something that I'm new at. This is something I've done before. So I'm not coming at this from like the brand new perspective of somebody who's never tried this and has no idea what they're doing. But this is not something that you could teach to somebody in a night. I've tried to do that. I've tried to sit down with people who were doing YouTube and give them advice. Some people have taken my advice and actually had massive success when it came to listening to me. I told them to make like one small tweak and it actually helped blow their channels up quite a bit. But when it comes to like people that really just want to figure it out on their own, there's nothing you could do about that. So even if you're an expert at something, a lot of times people just won't listen to you. So when it comes to trying to explain how to do YouTube to people, even though I know quite a bit about what I'm doing, as you could probably tell just from taking a look at this channel, it's like a new channel. It's not that big, but it is doing fairly well, I would assume. I would think so anyway. I mean, I don't think most channels do as well as this channel is doing off the bat. But the reason for that is not because like I'm getting lucky. It's because I have an idea of how to make the YouTube channel grow naturally, because I've done this for 8 years. Like I have experience in the thing I'm talking about. And I've tried to give people working formulas that would work for YouTube, because there's quite a bit that you could do. There's things you need to understand, how to keep an audience engaged, how to keep people watching, get them to watch more than one video. All of that stuff is super important. So if you as a viewer have plans to do YouTube, do some research, but don't get so involved in said research that you just lose yourself in it and never even try to do it. And then when you do it, you execute it poorly, because it's very important that you execute what you're doing properly and think about it from the perspective of what would another person want to watch. This is just one example. This can be applied to pretty much any business on how to make it in America. Now, I just want to put it out there that you too, no matter how much money you have, you still do have an opportunity if you could just scrounge together a little bit of cash to buy some semi-decent equipment, or just put your nose to the grind to really find a way to make your dream happen. If you just really put your everything into that, you have just as much of a chance as anybody else at succeeding at it, whether you believe it or not. You do have a chance at making it in this country if you are willing to fight for it, but you have to be willing to fight for it. If not, you will fail. This is the best thing that could happen to you, right? If somebody with a bunch of experience comes up and gives you advice, somebody who genuinely would know more on a topic than you do, you listen. I've had much larger YouTubers give me advice, and I've taken their advice to heart, and it's helped a lot. And the reason for that is because I'm not going to ignore somebody who's doing better at something than me. Just how if I'm telling somebody else who's not doing as good and they ignore the advice, that's on them. I can't make them take the advice, but they know, they gain the knowledge. And I think that that's very helpful to give to people in any aspect of life. If somebody has already succeeded at something and they give you advice, you take that advice to heart and run with it, because they're probably telling you something that you're not going to learn anywhere else for free. Sometimes people just like to run their mouths and help other people out of the goodness of their hearts. And you know what? If you don't want to listen, you'll just have to go through the school of hard knocks and figure out 5 or 10 years from now, like, hey, maybe I should have listened, when you realize that the idea actually would have worked. But I'm just trying to put it out there. You as a person can succeed and be just as rich, if not richer than Hassan, if you try hard enough. End of motivational speech.
Close presents for the 100 community gifted subs.
Dude, you gotta love how he's trying to give this speech, but he has to interrupt it to be like, thanks for the 100 gifted subs, bro. Literally just exposing that this entire thing is a LARP to get more donations. He just says exactly what they want to hear, dude. Also, the audacity.
Well, he's got to buy another Porsche and $4 million mansion, man.
To say that you are the poster boy for American excellence when you frame the 9/11 newspaper on your wall. Buddy, we all know that you're a Nepo baby, okay? You're just not relatable at all. Your family was disgustingly rich. They gave you literally everything, so you never had to work an honest day in your life. Your uncle gave you your career. Destiny boosted you on Twitch. And now you have finally captured and brainwashed some radical lefty lunatics. You are not the American dream. You are the American nightmare. It is a tragedy.
Fire Mob Deep album, by the way.
That someone can get so lost and so radicalized to turn into someone like Hassan and even get a following at all. And yes, you did get very lucky, but you only admit that after we had to point it out. I mean, he always tries to act like he's this crazy success story of how he went from zero to hero. He was broke. You know, he was broke and fat, and now he's rich and he's planning on taking some drugs. He desperately wants to have that Asmongold story of zero to hero, right? Actually coming from poverty, actually being broke, actually struggling to survive, and then finally making it as a multimillionaire. But the facts just don't agree with him. And just listen to this next part, and I want you to remember that this is the same guy that lectured people about how streaming is harder than a 9-to-5 and like more mentally draining.
But a real job doesn't suck the soul out of you. You know what I mean? In the same way that 9 hours of streaming absolutely will. But that's it. That's it. If I sat here every day and told you, if I can make it, you can too. Look at how tough my job is. Look at how big of a business owner I am. Like if I said that and then I shilled some kind of bullshit course about how you too can also make money.
That's another thing that I should have brought up in my little rant earlier about how you too can make it. If somebody is trying to sell you a course on something, never buy that. That course is a scam. There's no way that they're willing. You are the product in that case. That the course is the product. They're trying to sell you information that doesn't work. There is no other reason, because if it actually worked, they wouldn't be selling the course to begin with.
And how the possibilities in America are endless, nobody would be chirping about it. I wouldn't be getting yelled at by liberals. I wouldn't be getting yelled at by Republicans. The thing that bricks them is that someone who has actually been tremendously fortunate can be unbelievably honest about that, okay? Luck played a significant role in this every step of the way. Yes, I worked very hard, but it doesn't matter. Luck played a tremendous role in this.
Yeah, because you were born wealthy. So, of course, it played a significant role in your rise because you were born into a rich family that was willing to give you anything you needed to get to where you are. And now you have a, completely deranged loyal cult audience that will follow you and fight tooth and nail to defend you against anybody who has the most slightly negative thing to say about you. So, yeah, of course it's a lot of luck involved for you. But there's plenty of people that are actual versions of the American dream who have quite literally gone from broke to overnight successes. It's a thing that happens literally quite frequently. It happens a lot. I don't want to say it happens every day because it doesn't, but it happens a lot. And there are people that can go from making, no money to making a decent livable wage at least, or even, 6 figures or more in a year just because they put the hard work and got their nose to the grindstone and did it. Hassan wants you to do the opposite. He wants you to believe that no matter how hard you try, you could never get as rich as he is. In reality, I want you to think the opposite of that because I believe in you and I think that if you try your best, whatever your dream is that you think you could succeed at, so long as it has a market that actually has money in it, you can get a piece of that pie if you try hard enough. I might not be able to tell you how to do it or what you should do to make it happen, but if you look into it, research it, find out the people that have already done it, and you get yourself into the position where you say, I'm going to do this, and you work really hard and you fight to make that dream happen, I think that you could do it. I believe in you.
Unbelievably honest. This is just rage bait. I mean, I gotta admit, it's premium, it's S tier, it is overcooked, well done rage bait.
That is a disgusting looking steak. I would not eat that.
Mr. Lying is OP.
Lying is OP, as I say all the time.
Is actually just unbelievably honest, guys. And the fact that he's trying to be like, oh yeah, I got so lucky, man. And he's trying to be so humble now. Buddy, we know your true personality. It's nonstop flexing. Flexing cars, flexing your $1 million house.
Yep, so he's got the Porsche that he claims is for his community. He's got the designer clothes, the Gucci bag, got his product kicks, gotta have his swag. He's got all of that going on. And then he wants to spout about communism and making the rich pay when you could quite literally just tell Hassan, aren't you the rich? And he'll just be like, no, the billionaires, because that's his whole argument here, is that the mega rich need to pay, not Hassan. Hassan doesn't need to pay because Hassan is this perfect man who's only a millionaire and isn't that rich, even though the guy probably makes 6 figures every month and is more money than the person makes in average person makes in a year. This guy is acting like he's not the rich. He is the rich. He's not doing anything to give back to his community. If anything, he's collecting money from his community through sub donations and stuff like that. He actually says, that's the only way I can fund my activism and stuff that he claims. Without that, he wouldn't have anything, he says. And that's probably true because he's making all of his money off his audience, because if he were to just try to, say, pivot to YouTube, the ad revenue would not be good enough to sustain himself. And he knows that. He knows that if he tries to go to a platform that isn't Twitch, he's not going to do nearly as well. That's why he stopped streaming on YouTube so fast, because he was depressed that he was losing top spot on Twitch and he wasn't getting the same viewership on YouTube because people over here just don't care. But when it comes to being the rich, Hassan is the rich. Saying make the rich pay is ironic, coming from somebody who literally has millions of dollars. The average person will never have that amount of money in their life. The money that Hassan has is disgusting. And he's sitting here saying that the rich need to pay. Why don't you pay then, Hassan? Pay your viewers back.
Flexing your Gucci bags, flexing your $5,000 clothes. And only now are you actually leaning into it. Because you know that this is a strategy to get liked by the internet. And it's like a narcissist sort of adapting to the situation, but it's too little too late because we already know your true personality. Straight up lie, by the way, his parents have always been well off. Finance in tatters for him is like selling the family yacht to pay off the business debt. Poster boy for nepotism, you are not the success story of America. You are the evil story of America. It's more like villain, but yeah. Goes live, F America, unbelievably assimilated. Right, so the Hassan versus Destiny beef continues. 2 re-gods fighting. So last time Hassan got Destiny banned from an event and wanted a restraining order.
It is coming to a point where maybe a restraining order is in order.
Now, Destiny called out the supposed threats on his life from Mike from PA, a good buddy of Hassan.
anything that happens, I mean, like, holy shit, guys. If you live in Florida, I have an opportunity for you. If you want to earn $100,000, let me know.
The beef is escalating. Destiny calls out the...
See, this is the type of sick things that his orbiters do. Calling out hits on people is actually disgusting behavior.
Cancer in left-wing political influencers after Hassan showed up in the comment section of a video claiming he hates streamer drama while pointing at other toxic communities. Yeah, so this is the Hassan strategy of trying to signal boost any single person that is positively talking about him ever. And it's usually people who get like no views at all. Cancer is a large group of diseases with one thing in common. They happen when normal cells become cancerous cells that multiply and spread. And we got this guy, Ryan, left-wing influencers explained, 9K views. Of course, always Hassan will go, and this is after the Hassan boost, by the way. This is 1 hour of a Hassan boost. Hassan goes, great video. I have a take on the streamer drama question you posed. Live streaming is a medium that's somewhat insulated from the algo, so it requires constant collaboration for growth. And you can either have positive collaborative experiences with smaller and same-sized communities, or you can force an interaction through drama. He's talking about XQC, by the way, which in the political streaming space is often the personal vengeful quest of a content creator, which will be masked as political differences to create an audience buy-in. Debate culture has also played a big role in this. That and a higher degree of parasociality from the audience feeds into toxicity. Debate culture, you're the one challenging everyone to a debate and then running from XQC. I hate streamer drama. I would love if it never happened. It's mostly certain communities that thrive on toxic discourse. It's just rage bait. Everything this man says is S-tier rage bait. I hate streamer drama, says the guy who spends half his time beefing with Vtubers.
Yeah, bro is literally in drama 24/7, out here starting drama constantly. Like, he's literally started so much drama with More Pegasus and Think Before You Sleep, all these channels or whatever, and yet he's out here having a meltdown over all this, but then at the same time is like, I don't want to have any drama. It's so bad. I don't want to be part of that. Like, bro, you are the drama.
Dude. And the other half beefing with Asmongold and everybody else. Destiny responded to Ray showing him, hey Hassan, I randomly noticed you happened to comment on this video. Just curious, why do you claim to hate streamer drama, yet constantly engage in personal and petty attacks against other people in the space, rather than substantively critiquing or attacking their political views? Yep, that's exactly what he does. Abs, complete hypocrite. He starts all the drama, like, unprovoked from a lot of people, and then he starts crying about it. Hassan deleted his comment after this? No! That can't be true. Did he actually get ratioed and deleted? That is so sad. Hassan pretending he's in collabing with Destiny Snarkers is hilarious. He's just Sneako in a press suit. Well, Sneako started wearing suits too. Right, so now they're trying to set up a debate for charity. Pangburn offered Hassan and Destiny a debate that he predicts could raise $5 million for charity in Palestine. Destiny said yes, no answer from Piker. Hey Hassan, I sent this email a few days ago. I think we can raise $5 million to directly support Palestinian children if you agree to share the stage with Destiny for a good faith, helpful discussion. Steven has agreed to participate. Let me know ASAP. And just send him this email. Right, so it turns out Hassan has just been watching a bunch of videos like shitting on Destiny, I guess. Hassan calls out a bunch of prominent liberals for supporting and loving Destiny.
Said that a 30-year-old randomly sexting a 14-year-old would not be grooming.
Let's say there's a person that's like 30 years old and tries to like randomly sext like 14-year-olds and 15-year-olds.
Yeah, Shannon Watts supports this guy, by the way. And so does the Bulwark. So does the Bulwark Network. So do all of the former neocon, now turned liberal, Liz Cheney defending Bulwark Network, and David Pakman. They love this guy. They love this guy. Brian Tyler Cohen, too. He's a regular guest there. Gross. I didn't even know that. Great video from Professor Dave Explains. Very beefy. And I think you can maybe send this to like the Sex Pestiny.
I mean, yeah, Destiny is unhinged. I mean, I've called him out as well for his weird justifications, just the weird shit he says. It definitely does make him look like a weirdo creep. He's not wrong about that. But the same argument can be made about Hassan for his comments about Hannah Montana, for example, his bro tips era, right?
Wait, I'm an idiot. I just realized that I said think before you sleep. I meant sensitive society. That's my bad. I need to correct that. But yeah, Hassan complete, just honestly, I think he's just a grifter, if I'm being honest, and he's a dog shocker. That's my thoughts on this whole thing. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to smash like and subscribe. And if you want to watch another video, if you're unemployed enough to, and you have all the free time in the world, and you don't want to get started on your dreams, there's another video popping up on stream or on screen right about now. You can go ahead and click it, give it a watch, and I'll see you guys again in the next one. Peace.